Welcome to Crossing Paths, a place where people from all walks of life come together to share their real life stories. Here, we celebrate the remarkable journeys within our church community, uncovering the connections that strengthen our bonds and draw us closer to one another. Let's dive in. All right, well, we have the pleasure of getting to hear from Melanie Papp. Melanie and her husband, Scott, are here with us at this campus. And if you didn't know this, Melanie is a staff member at Sandals Church, has been for a long time, and was heavily involved in the process of planning, organizing of the environments and structure of our campus. And so it's a blessing to be able to sit down with you, Melanie. And I just wanted to ask you a few questions as we get to know you and your story and your husband a bit. So how long have you been involved with Sandals Church?
So my husband and I started attending Sandals Church just before we opened the East Valley campus, which
that was a long time ago.
I've lost count of years, but I think it's roughly between the 8 and 10 year mark. No, it's not quite 10 years, but
it's got to be in there.
Yeah,
kind of in that range.
I have it in my computer somewhere saved. So we've been attending since then, and then in 2018 is when I was a part of our Rogo school and was welcomed into that. And I guess
was 2018 the same year as Kelwin? That was in Rogo
it was
school
before.
So it was 1 year before.
Kelwin.
Okay, so I was the next year with Kelwin.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. We had a really great group. It was close to 70 people. I think it looked a lot different than it does now. Yeah. As a lot of programs evolve here over time at Sandals. But definitely was blessed to be a part of that. And during that season in Rogo school is when I went through an interview process to become a temporary staff member here at Sandals, a temp. And after that, I guess they figured they needed me, and so
they're going to keep you around.
Yes, they kept me around. So I've been on staff for about 6.5 years now. So.
Wow. So in that time, have you shifted positions, the roles that you've been in?
I'm pretty unique, actually, at Sandals. I would say my job has always been environments. What we call environments at Sandals is design, and design being more of like interior, exterior, directional wayfinding, landscape, more of like an architectural sense of design as opposed to like our creative end of like printables and graphics. So yeah.
Now, did you have experience in that before? Or is this something like you've always done, or what's the?
Yeah, well, my heart has been creative art ministry probably since high school, transitioning into college, and really been open-handed to what that means and just letting the Lord lead. I'm an incredibly visual learner, and so I knew at that age, like, my skills are in a visual creative world. I thrive in this. I succeed well in this. And, and ministry, I was blessed to have a seed planted early on in life for me. And just through experiences, at a young age, just having clear direction that's what I wanted to do and step into. So I don't have formal training per se in design, but I did study fine art is really what my degree is in, and a minor in missions.
Wow.
And so I've just followed the Lord wherever that's led.
And you're incredibly gifted. You are now the network environment supervisor. There's 14 physical campuses, right?
Yes.
So you oversee projects across the scope of all of those campuses, and there's constantly things that are happening, projects that are happening. So the scope of your amount of work spans a great distance, because we go all the way up north to Fresno, right?
Santa Rosa.
And Santa Rosa. Yeah. And so like you're having to navigate all of that just distance-wise.
Yeah.
But have all that in your head. And then also like new projects that come online like ours, right? We have this big renovation project for a new wing, which will be a youth center and a real friends classroom space. And if you've ever come, are at Sandals Church and you ever come down like in the kids wing, all of the design, the office space, all of that, it has your touch, right? Because it was you planned this out. I saw the pictures before, your design work before. So you're so creative. I think about the kids' classrooms that reflect different aspects of Redlands, right? In one of the classrooms, you have the Redlands Bowl. Another classroom is the train station. There's one room that has the airport. So just bringing all those elements, palm trees, oranges, orange crates. Super, super exciting and neat to see your handiwork and gifting and all that. So tell us a little bit about that process and then also about our project that's coming up.
Well, first, I can't take all the credit for where the designs are today. I've been one person in a series of others who have had the honor of really developing out what it means to be real in a design perspective throughout our campuses. So I was honored to get to mentor under two other gals that came before me and really started that process of like creating a look and feel that's consistent throughout all of our locations. So when you're there, we are united. We are all unique, but we're all united as one through our one way is through our design and the way that we get to interpret that design at each campus. And so, and also under the amazing vision of Tammy Brown, like, of course.
There's a long line of
gifting
and talent.
Yeah. And so I'm here and really interpreting that and also developing that. So, when we got to Redlands, I live in Yucaipa. I haven't been in this area for my whole life. But the time I've been here, like this area is very inspirational. It's easy to draw from. So I would just immediately wanted to try to interpret our really fun backyard adventure theme that we have at all of our kids' spaces into the Redlands spaces. So just really drawing from that, it's easy to do and it was a lot of fun. And as I look into the new spaces that we're getting to occupy here, hopefully sometime this year, fingers crossed, that all goes well. The Lord knows what's going to happen with that. But already have had the honor to get to connect with both parents and even bringing in an occupational therapist to get to talk and glean from her about how our guests are engaging in our environments and how to improve upon those, especially for some of our kids. And looking forward to working with Sally.
Yeah, Austin. Yep.
There you are. He's running the show over here right now.
Yep.
And getting to just talk with him about some of the things he wants to incorporate into our youth spaces. Because we're going to get to equip you guys with a pretty cool space.
It's going to be amazing because it was a $100,000 plus Giving Tuesday campaign. I think it was $116,000 altogether it was given. And it's just amazing of the scope of the size of that project and what it potentially is going to look like for our youth and for our kids that have some additional challenges. So have a real friends classroom and to have you here at our campus. And with all of the talent, skill, and experience that you have, it's going to be amazing. I'm super excited. You've worked a lot with Kelwin for many years. Kelwin, our associate pastor and campus operations lead, and so you guys have a long-standing relationship in terms of working on projects. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure. It'll be just a really beautiful extension of the ministry that you guys we are already doing here. Yeah. I love that we'll be able to connect an indoor space with the youth to the outdoor space that they're utilizing already, and just making it even more comfortable and interactive space for our youth to engage in, and additional adult classrooms. We're always needing more spaces to meet. Yeah. And a lot of our campuses do like to gather on a specific night, like a Wednesday night, and do family night. And when you do that, you need to utilize every space in your campus. So just being able to provide more rooms so that we can do more with our families and have more growth here.
Absolutely.
And the little chapel is going to be beautiful. I'm very excited about that one.
It's a cool space.
It is a very cool space. My husband and I are outdoorsy, and I just love like a little bit of those rustic fireplaces and the A-frame vaulted ceilings. Beyond just what we can use for our ministry, we'll be able to do more events like if you want like a super cute little wedding, it'll be a beautiful wedding chapel. Yeah. It'll be a really wonderful, intimate space for those who need a space for memorials, and just a flexible use space that we can, again, just spread our ministry and reach to the community. So, yeah. This campus has definitely been a lot of fun and really special because now I get to attend it, which is a first. Like I said, we went to East Valley, but the Lord has called my husband and I here in obedience.
And we're super thankful for that. Tell us a little bit. I want to get on the relationship, your marriage with Scott, how long you guys have been married. Scott, it works for J. Crew, just kind of like his job.
Yeah.
And then I also know that you guys are dog owners, right? So you have a golden retriever, because I'm a dog lover. We've got dogs, so we'll get into that too. But tell me how long you guys been married.
Sure.
Those kind of things.
I'm normally the better one at keeping track.
You can roughly how many years?
I normally like start counting the next year and the year we're in, but we're somewhere in the 13-year range.
It's good enough, close enough.
And Scott will correct me later. But yeah, so we've been married for quite a bit of time, and we live up in Yucaipa. We bought a house when we got married. We've been there ever since. We love our little house.
Live up there.
I know. We actually live down the street from you.
I see you guys walking your dogs all the time.
We walk. So what are we talking about? We're talking
like 13 years of marriage.
Scott
family. Works for.
Yes, Scott works for J. Crew. He is a champion, man. He started at the entry-level position, and the Lord has just blessed him and blessed us and honored him and his hard work and loyalty and dedication. And awesome. Last year he was promoted into the corporate level, and so now he is the West Coast Regional Operations Coordinator for J. Crew.
Wow.
And
that's big.
Yep, he's handling it like a champ.
That's awesome.
He gets to work from home now, which has been life-changing and a blessing for me, because we've always commuted, and now I'm the commuter. Like, I didn't think I had that far of a commute compared to him, but now I have a shorter commute than he does, and we just are blessed with more time together. So that's been really wonderful in so many ways. So we're really thankful for that.
And your dog, so you guys are a dog owner, a golden
retriever. Yep. Yes, Riverton is our baby.
Dog too. Yeah, beautiful dog.
He is my therapy dog in so many ways for both of us. Hard days, you come home and you just nuzzle your head in that little guy, and the world
they always
is
want
all
to see
good.
you, right?
He does.
That's the best part.
He does. And little does everybody know, up until now, Riverton helped build the campus or remodel the campus. He was out here quite a bit while we were doing the work. So he knows this place very well. He thinks it's his home. His home away from home. He is a church dog. So I love it.
Dogs are amazing.
Yeah, he's a good one. But yeah, so Riverton is 13 months old, and yeah, glad we're through the first year of puppyhood, but we still got a little bit to go. Yeah, he's good. He's a good boy. We love getting on the trails. So he was also kind of like a decision for us to like be accountable to
outside.
Yeah, like after long days, it's a joy to be able to get outside with him.
The leash, Riverton knows like, oh, what's up?
Oh yeah, he goes for the garage door for the car first because that's his preference. Like let's go drive up the road and let's hit the trail. But yeah, we walk the neighborhood too quite a bit. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Melanie, I appreciate you so much and your contribution at this campus. We're reaping the benefits of that in a lot of ways, and we're looking forward to all the work and planning and envisioning that you have for our youth space and Real Friends classroom space and other spaces. And we're blessed to have you and Scott at our campus, and just appreciate the fact that you took some time off, to speak with me and talk about yourself. And
for the record, this is the first time I've ever been in front of a camera.
And you did
maybe
fantastic.
like you know that because you've never seen me in front of a camera before at Sandals.
Like a natural.
6.5 years, man. Yeah, broke the record though.
This is an opportunity for us to get to know different people at our campus, for others at Sandals Church Redlands to get to know the family. I get to know people a lot of times, and yet those stories, not everybody else gets to hear. Yeah. And so this is a benefit for us to feel more like a family and get to know each other at a deeper level. So thank you for your time. Blessed that you guys are here, and appreciate all that you're doing.
Yeah, and looking forward to meeting all of you on campus.
Amen.
So,
all right.
Cool.